Hello everybody, my name is Vikesh. I am from SimplifyIT. We work on e-commerce. So today in this tutorial we will learn about validation in the form with the help of JavaScript. So first we write a form code in the HTML. Here you can see I have already write all these things. So I write this form in the HTML coding. So I used the predefined tag for the bootstrap. So we used bootstrap in this form. So here I also used the validation.js for JavaScript and validation.css for styling this page. So there we define the container class. There are two types of containers in the bootstrap. One is container for the fixed width and another is container fluid. So here we use the control label and this call sm offset. This is a grid system we used in the bootstrap to divide a page in the columns and rows. In the bootstrap grid system we can divide a single row in the 12 columns. So here I use the first name for the first name entry. Here we can take the information about the first name of the person who want to register on our website or with our phone. So here we use the name, name that we will use in the validation in the JavaScript, and also we used here the name register form. This is also we will use in the JavaScript for validation. This on submit equal return validate form, this we use when the user will click on the submit button, then it will return the validate form. Validate form here we defined is a function that we defined here in the JavaScript file. Here is a function validate form. Under this function we defined all these things that will validate the form. Actually the validation we use to check the information that is entered or by the user in the form is entered exactly correct or not. So when a user enter in a input field wrong information, then it will show the message that the information field here is wrong. So user have to fill that information again and again whenever he will not fill it properly, and it will abort the form to be submitted in the wrong way or with the wrong information. So here this is the, you can see the bootstrap code for the form. Here I used this bootstrap code for designing a form, and at the end of we used a submit button to submit this form, and here we use a CSS for the styling of our form or the page, and for the validation. The main purpose of this form is to check the validation. For the validation we use this JavaScript code. So in the JavaScript here we defined a function that is validate form, and then we put this method equals to assign the value of this method to the x, then apply a if condition on the value of the x what he get from this method. So fname.value will check that user has entered the value or not. If user has not entered the value, then this condition will be true, that in the x is that in the first name field there is no value. So the alert will show that first name must be filled. So the like the same type we use for the all other fields like last name, contact and email. So here we can see in the browser, here if I directly submit the button submit here, then it will show me a message that first name must be filled. If I here first name field like Vikesh, then when I again submit the button, then it will show that the last name must be filled. Then I fill the last name, then it will show the message that the contact detail must be filled. Then I fill the contact detail, then it will show that the email must be filled. Then I type the email, but in this it will show the message that please include an @ because it is not a right email address. In the email address there should be a @. So here I abc @gmail.com. So now this will submit the information. So this is the form. Thank you friend for listening this tutorials. So this is the today what we have learned, the validation, how we apply the validation in a form The validation is the validate the data to check the data is correctly filled by the user or the not. The validation is applied by the two times. The data filled by the user in the field or the type of data is the user is filling the correct type of data, like we saw in the HTML field. If I write here anything else without the proper format, so it will show me the error. That please include the ret in the error. So thanks for listening this tutorial. We will see you again with the new information or with something other things. Thanks.